What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Bradley coming to you with yet another rendition of Confessions of a Married Man. Let's get into it.
Super Bowl goals. My wife in the crib feeding the kids liquid gold. We in a whole different mode.
So before we get too deep, let me take this sip. You guys already know I'm about to hit you with some knowledge, so I need you to do a couple of things for me. Go ahead and like this video. Give it that thumbs up right there in that corner right there. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And lastly, don't forget to share this video because you know I'm about to drop some knowledge, alright? Let's get into it. Alright, so today's topic, I wanted to get back into kind of like how I did episode 1, actually giving a real life confession and some growth off of it and some advice that you can take from it, okay? Biggest thing, I feel like a lot of couples come out and talk about this stuff together, but I feel like you don't ever really get the one-sided view of how men really think about it or what concepts and thoughts go through men's head when it comes to the separation of a relationship. And when I say separation of a relationship, I mean that you and your significant other are going to grow apart from one another at some point in that relationship. And what I mean by that is, if you date someone or married to someone long enough, you're going to grow as a person. So things that you were into when you were younger, you may not be into as you get older. Me and Cece, when we met each other, I was 25, she was 21. We are now 36 and 32. So obviously the things that I was into when I was 25 as a 36-year-old man may not interest me anymore. Same thing with her and vice versa. Maybe things that I'm into as far as learning and growth within spiritual or sexual or just as a person, that you grow, and sometimes that person doesn't grow with you. And you're gonna have thoughts like, why am I still in this relationship? Just share a little transparency with you guys. I contemplated at one point in me and Cece relationship, we were arguing constantly. All we did was get into arguments, not a lot of shouting. I wasn't a big shouter, but when I shout, I'm a Leo, so when I shout, I roar. and it really wasn't healthy in our relationship, and she shuts down, and I hate when she doesn't talk, and it was just real toxic. Our communication wasn't good, and I was like, maybe we should get a divorce. And I contemplated that long and heavy. I talked about it. I would say it out loud to her, and I was serious about it. I was legit like, man, I don't think this is gonna work. I'm not happy. And it's okay, men. It is okay for you to express that out loud. It's okay for you to tell your significant other, I'm not happy. How she divulges and how she takes that information is up to her. Now, if you guys want to grow together, she can see that as not an attack on her, but if it's a communication and it's a conversational piece and a starting point, let's figure out how we get you happy. Because again, this is a two-person relationship. A lot of that concept that is happy wife, happy life, we need to kill that narrative. You got to be happy as men too. So have that conversation, get it out there. Hey, I'm not happy, and this is why. I know I hear a lot of talk with guys and some of my homies at times like, I love her, but I'm not in love with her anymore. Men are creatures of lust and passion, and you get 11 years in, that passion kind of, I don't know, it kind of not go out the window, but it ain't there. It ain't that fire and that spark that you saw when you used to see her and y'all was 6 months in, and she jump in your arms and boom, it's on and popping. And now y'all 11 years in, you come home from work, you tired, she come home from work, she tired, and it's like, so you want to go downstairs and have a brew. She want to stay upstairs and watch, I don't know, whatever, some reality show. And y'all just grow, and it's a constant growing apart. And it's evident and it's there. You got to do something to get that spark back. And you guys got to come together. You got to find a way to come together. Because if not, legit, you're going to wake up one morning and be like, I don't want to do this no more. And I'm dead ass serious with you. And if you don't have that conversation, you setting yourself up for a very tumultuous ending. Biggest thing we don't do as men is talk about our feelings. We don't say things like, hey, when you said this, that really upset me. Or when you did this, that really pissed me off. We look at stuff like that as girlish. Or we just wired a different way that we ain't supposed to talk about that. We don't talk about feelings. But if you don't talk about feelings and what you dealing with, how's she supposed to know that stuff? You know what I'm saying, fellas? Like you gotta express that stuff. You gotta say what's on your mind. And you gotta say it in a way that it comes off as a conversational piece, as well as not as much as attack. You can't come off as if you're attacking her, or it's not gonna be a good ending to that conversation. How can you not express or tell her what's going on with you? How can you expect her to know what you like now if you don't ever tell it? Shit, when I was 25, I was into baggy jeans. Now I like my jeans fitted. When I was 25, I like thongs and G-strings. As a 36-year-old man, I like some boy shorts. I like some cute boy shorts. And like, you gotta say them things, because if she don't know, all she got it to go off of is what she knows. You know what I'm saying? We gotta talk. We gotta get that line of communication open. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, like I end all these videos, all this stuff comes down to communication. Being able to sit down and converse and talk with one another. At one point, in our marriage, me and Cece contemplated counseling. I still think it's a really good idea. We are 11 years into our marriage. We bounced around the idea of counseling, different forms of counseling. We never did it. Our relationship was always able to survive. We was always able to have either a nice vacation where we sat down and we just listened to each other talk, or two, we did little things where we would have nights that we dedicated to just us, as far as rekindling the flames, and then other nights where we dedicated to just, hey, I want to listen to what's on your mind, I'm gonna listen to what's on your mind, and stop doing that pointing your finger thing. Stop saying things like, but you, if you hadn't, but you did this, so I. Like, once you start making it like a we thing, and it's about us and not so much me versus you, your relationship tends to come together. That's huge within a relationship. You are going to grow apart. What you do from growing apart and how you come back together is huge. So anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I hope what I'm dropping you picking up. It's Mr. Bradley checking out until the next one. Peace.